Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Adam Morales, back in the States, Arizona, Southside Scottsdale. And I'm getting on the beat right now because I'm going to tell you exactly what happened last night, all right? Okay, I got pulled over a little bit after midnight, right outside my house, making a left-hand turn into my street, okay? So, you know, I rolled it up the window and there was like a little crack left. Officer comes up and I ask him, is there a problem or did I do something wrong? He's like, well, you were driving in the bike lane. I'm like, well, you know what, sir? No, I wasn't. He's like, well, no, you weren't, but when you made the turn, you kind of went in the bike lane a little bit. I'm like, well, isn't it, you know, when you're making a turn, you kind of have to somehow cross the bike lane at least a little bit to get into your street. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, is there, so I didn't commit any driving, violations. What's the problem? He's like, and he completely ignored that. Then he's like, well, have you been drinking? I'm like, no, sir. If I was drinking, I wouldn't drive. That's against the law. He's like, well, are you on narcotics? Do you have any drugs? I'm like, no, sir. I work for the city. Just got back from working with the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait. Therefore, if I was doing drugs, smuggling drugs, selling drugs, or involved in any kind of narcotics, that'd be illegal and I wouldn't have a job and therefore wouldn't be able to pay, the bills that I have and, have success and do all these other things that I want to do. That's just logic. So he asked for my license and registration. I gave him both. He didn't take the insurance, just the license. And just took the driver's license. And did not take the insurance, comes back within 5 minutes and said, okay, I think we're good to go. And I was like, oh, thanks, officer. Was there any reason why I was pulled over? He's like, no, I just want to make sure you weren't, drinking or driving. I'm like, well, initially, you were concerned about me, crossing the bike lane. He's like, oh, no, it's all fine. I'm like, all right. Walked out and walked inside. So he racial profiled me because he had no reason to pull me over except that I had the reasonable suspicion of being illegal, all right? And that reasonable suspicion based off of looks, because he didn't talk to me before he pulled me over. He just saw me, my window down. And so I was racial profiled like a mo right there. So shame on you, 1070, coming after you, not holding back. And hopefully things get better, and hopefully shout out to my good friend Dina from Kuwait. Hopefully she gets back in Virginia safe and sound, and she's doing well, and hope everyone else is doing well too. Ramadan Kareem, bless you all. Ha!